Flashback.
Sadly, not here on this balcony for tomorrow night's concert.
Very sad.
Yeah, would have been great value sitting up here.
But we'll be seeing Jimmy at the Big Red Bash.
Yes, but that's not tomorrow.
I know.
Cheers.
End of Flashback.
So, welcome to the next episode. Quiet on set and action. Can someone get me a coffee? We've all packed up. We were supposed to get an early start this morning and leave Charleville, so we've got a 5-hour drive to Windorah. Welcome to Quilpie. So we've come into Quilpie and found that there's 2 fuel stations. One has closed conveniently, and so we're all lined up here at a place called Lowe's Fuels. So we're going to be here for a little while, it seems. Now, if I could just teach her how to empty the toilet cassette. That's what flooding does. I've never seen it like this. It's always better to travel with friends when you have issues like the one that we've just had. One of the vans jumped off the DO35. It actually didn't jump off. The bolts that bolted to the assembly to the drawbar, they came undone, and that's how it came off the hitch. But when it hit the ground, the assembly's all busted, so try and get a DO35 hitch assembly in Windorah. Yeah, it looks like we've found one in Mount Isa and having it flown down, and we'll fix it in the morning. All going well. So that's the running repair for the time being, but these 2 bolts have let go and allowed it to break the pin and then come off the car. The main street of Windorah, out the front of the pub, and you never quite find it this busy except for this time of year when everybody's going to the bash. Across the road, just down there, is the fuel, and there's a diesel Bowser here in front of the Windorah Outback shop, and the queue's not too bad at the moment. So so it can be queued right up out through town. We got fuel yesterday, so that's all good. So we've just had some breakfast. It is late, yeah, it's 11 o'clock, but we're waiting here for a part to arrive for one of the other vans. We'll fit that up, and then we'll hit the road to Betoota. Here's the running repair on the drawbar, and it's pretty bloody solid. So luckily we had a singer and dancer with us who also knew how to weld. Isn't that right? Hey? How did you feel when this thing came unstuck?
I thought it was a tyre, and when Juliet came back into the caravan and come off, I just didn't realise how. I started to realise just how bad it could have been, you know.
Yeah. Well, we just heard on the radio had a blowout, and so we came back, but then we saw the van nose down and thought, no, something worse than that. And then we saw the marks left on the road.
They're impressive marks.
They go for a bit of a way. But anyway, limped in, and got it all welded up. It was our welder, singer and dancer's birthday last night too, so went down and had some cake. So we've got to remember to thank him yet again.
Yeah, thanks Pete. Damien, you were great. Lottie is actually awesome. Really pitched in. Got done.
Benefits of travelling in a group. Anyway, luckily enough, who's coming down with a spare for you?
My daughter India, 3.5 hours away she is, long reach. Picked it up in Mount Isa yesterday about 4 o'clock. So she's driving that down so that we can put this on and get ourselves to the bash.
How about that, when things just work out? Yeah, India's a bit of a legend as well. Driving the Troopy, travelling the country, and if she says she's going to be here, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to seeing her actually.
All right, well, we'll get this done and off to Betoota in a couple of hours. Running huckleberries. You know, solid. There you go. We've left Windorah and now we're headed towards the Betoota. And these planks are normally all red. Look how green it is.
So we're all airing down at the moment. It's all roads to Windorah pub now. Oh no, Betoota, be bad, Betoota pub. Indy trying to keep warm. She's been in the Northern Territory and it's been 36 degrees. She's a little bit cold. What you doing, Glenn? Okay, so this is how he does two at once. He's all twisted.
I don't know how they can see on the right hand side in all that dust. Okay, there's a Land Cruiser 79 and a Caravan, and he's doing at least 100 up behind on the right hand side now. It seems like there's a whole lot of people that want to get around you on the dirt and the corrugations like this. We're doing 80 kilometres an hour. And we've aired down, and they want to do 100 at least on the wrong side of the road. If you have a look out the window now, there's people coming up around us, and they're on the wrong side of the road. They're driving into that dust. They can't see anything coming towards them. Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Okay.
What's going on?
This is the guy that was flying and he's now pulled over for some particular reason.
Michelle, where are we?
We are at Betoota.
is one of our crew. We're over here. We travelled in just 3 of us. These guys all left early this morning. So they've probably had a few in the hotel ahead of us. So we'll have to get into the hotel and check this out. So this is a really interesting camp. I mean, there's caravans everywhere. It's sure to be a really interesting night. There we go. There they are. All the early risers. All in conference.
I just wanted to show what it gets here. Actually melted in bottle.
You melted in bottle?
No, yeah. Summertime just melted in bottle.
Alright, yeah. And as a singer and dancer, Peter is good at that too. And he knows his melted glass. And luckily enough, melted metal too, just by chance. We've got some characters. They're all characters. We're characters. No one's had any drama except one hitch. So, all good so far. Tomorrow we'll head into Birdsville and then on to the bash. But for tonight, it's partying at the Betoota Hotel. So apparently you can get some fuel here at Betoota. Apparently, somewhere around here you can get some fuel. Haven't seen where yet, but apparently. Anyway, this is on the opposite side where we're camped. And there's another Stoney Creek up here somewhere, so we'll wander around and see who that is. But first things first, at Betoota, hey Michelle, where are we? Which pub? Betoota. Have we ever had a beer at Betoota?
I haven't had a beer, but I haven't had a wine either.
Well, let's fix that right now. This is up at the Betoota, and there's plenty of vans all parked up. I've got some entertainment, and obviously we're all sitting around having a good night. Although half of our crew are all gone to bed, so I'll have another beer and head off. We've got an early start tomorrow, but highly recommended. Come and give it a go. Make sure you bring plenty of food because it runs out. Outside of the pub, everybody's camped outside, and there's parties and fires and people and things going on everywhere. It's you don't have to go up to the pub to have a good time. I mean, you can just crash anybody's party, and that's what we've been doing, just wandering into everybody's campsite and sharing knowledge and just having a great time. It's probably more fun outside of the pub, and you have to line up for a beer. I would have thought that they had a few places that you could buy a beer from on the outside rather than just having to queue up through a single door, and that's how frustrating it's been. You got to queue up through a single door to get a beer. There should be some ice buckets outside under a gazebo or something where you could go and get a beer, but there's not. So everybody's resorted to their own means, and that's what we're doing. All right, we're getting our Stoney crew all lined up in a row here, just next to the Betoota hotel. So this is where we stayed last night, and as you can see, we're all queued up there. There's a couple more back here, just getting their photos taken. And then we've got our drone operator and camera operator about to head off ahead, and she's going to get our drone footage all sorted. So I'll just have a word to her now. All right, it's your call. You find the spot, and then call us through on the radio once you're set up. So we'll just sit here and wait for your call.
Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, Big Fan? Come on. Looks like we've got us a convoy. Drone in the sky.
Drone is tracking you all.
Us person past India, call it, and then we'll stop up here so she can tack up and catch up. Let the whole convoy go past, and then call it when you're ready, and we'll pull over and wait for it. Our last van past India yet? Yep. Copy that. I'll pull over. Everyone lines up behind me.
This poor little van behind us, we met these people at Muckadilla. They were bound for the bash. Lovely people, but you can see their suspension collapsed on the way out, and yeah, they still got there. They took their swags and they got to the bash. You know, all credit to them for doing that, but yeah, the van's not in very good shape. Where are we? It's on here. There's every manly dog here. There's the dog. Right. And we're just queuing up here for a while. Then we're going to duck over here to the pub. The queues here are outrageous. We've been in the lineup for half an hour for some chips, but we expected when you got 10,000 people, these chips better be good. Hey, Chris? Better be good chips.